what would I like to see from season 2? I get this question a lot. So I'm weird. Like, I don't actually like speculating a lot about what they're actually gonna do. It's tough because, for example, I want instant block to be a little bit easier, but the game changes so much. Like, they'd have to change characters a lot to make instant block work. Like, the game, the way it like it's balanced around instant block, I think is good as is. I like the FD change. I'm actually pretty surprised they made the FD change the way they did. Basically, the main thing I want from the game is for all the characters to get like 1 or 2 new moves each, just so like every character just has more to play with. I do want the wall to have a health bar. That would be really dope. I know a lot of people want the damage to go down, but honestly, if they let the damage cook, then it just is what it is. Again, I know unpopular take, but Guilty Gear has always been a pretty high damage game. People can and do make all types of excuses. The game overall is a high damage game. I think it's just more direct and you feel it more because more people are playing the game and more people are doing it to you specifically. So that's why you're like, oh, the damage high, when the damage was always like pretty high. If they lower it, cool. If they leave it alone, cool. It's not really like a super huge priority for me. I honestly just want like 2 new moves and like maybe 1 new super. Because what I will say is they did a good job of tools in this game. Like, take normals, right? Like, you use every single normal. Use every single normal of your character in different spots, where like in Exerd sometimes you will not, like a good example is Milia. Like, you don't really use Milia's 2S like in neutral. It's just like basically like pressure thing, where like in this game you use it for both, or like you don't really use Milia's 5H in neutral in Exerd, where in this game you do. In this game you use all the buttons in neutral and stuff. So I don't think characters really need new attacks. If they give people new attacks, cool. Just like new special moves, maybe 25 meter option. 25 meter option is what made AC crazy and then carried the ACR, and I think it's a really interesting way to make characters feel strong. And then maybe even it'll help the characters that don't blatantly feel strong. Like, for example, they don't have to do anything crazy to Faust. They just give him like some EX moves and maybe he gets help. I think that's maybe the biggest thing, and maybe reduce the risk gain by a little bit, because I think you build risk really fast. It's a blessing that you don't have the counter hits on everything until they fill up the risk gauge. And then balance changes, of course. I am mostly cool with all the characters as they are, so I'm cool with them kind of just like dartboarding stuff. The characters that I want them to be careful about are Anji, Jacko, and Happy Chaos. And Faust. Those 4, I think they need to be balanced very carefully. Everyone needs to be balanced carefully, but those 4 especially need to be balanced carefully. This character is 1 change away from being a meme. This character is a meme, but needs to stop being a meme. This character will definitely be a meme if they change him the wrong way. If they make a certain change, the character turns into a huge meme, and I don't want that. I actually like this game's balance. I know some people are like, game's a little boring, but like I legitimately like this game. Like, I almost want to say I like this game more than Exerd. I like playing against the characters more than Exerd in a lot of cases. But there's only like a couple of characters I don't like fighting in this game, where like in Exerd is a laundry list. Like, don't like fighting Raven, don't like fighting Elfelt, don't like fighting Chip, don't like fighting Slayer. It's like I can go on and on. I actually think as we approach year 2, it's in a pretty good spot. I don't mind them mixing stuff up a little bit, but like I hope they go a slightly more measured route while still giving us a lot of new tools. Okay? How do you guys feel?